Okay guys, so you're here today to see why visceral fat is so dangerous. If that's why you've tuned in, don't go away. Okay guys, so you've heard a lot of mentioning about visceral fat and many people talking about how this is so dangerous, why you want to avoid it. You've heard of belly fat, and mostly you'll always be shown that massive belly, growing, and not understanding exactly why. Now, is it dangerous? What's going on? Why is it so dangerous? If it is in fact dangerous. Okay guys, so let's have a look. Number one. So here you can see visceral fat surrounds vital organs. So that's a massive different understanding. Usually you have your fat around under your skin. Now this is talking deep embedded fat called visceral fat. So it's different now to what you would perceive and see. It's the stuff that you don't see, and it's literally stuffed in between all your organs. Okay, so unlike subcutaneous fat under the skin, visceral fat accumulates around organs such as the liver, pancreas, and intestines. So if you look over here in the diagram, and yes, it's a little vivid, but the main idea is so you understand fully. You can see you have your liver, your pancreas, and your intestines. If you see the fat, it's all there squished in towards these vital organs, all in between, all over. And the whole idea for you to understand it is that you are having it literally squished all in these important functioning organs, and you're literally just surrounding the fat. So all that podginess you see on the outside, that isn't it. It's the one that's deep inside. Okay, so now we can see and we can identify visually as well an understanding of visceral fat. Now what we want to do is we want to get in there and see why. Okay, here we go, number two. It releases inflammatory chemicals. So that's visceral fat is metabolically active and releases inflammatory signaling molecules, cytokines. Now, that can contribute to chronic low-grade inflammation. So the main idea here is that the inflammatory chemicals released, you have them all listed down here. You have IL-6, CRP, TNF-alpha, and others. So there's a whole range of these chemicals that are released, and they all have negative impacts on your body. So inflammatory signals released into the bloodstream. These signals promote chronic low-grade inflammation throughout the body. So we understand that inflammation obviously is not good. We've talked about as well free radicals and how you have antioxidants and how you try to stop them causing issues in your body. This now is inflammation occurring, and we all know that the inflammation is something that can cause lots of issues and things to happen in your body you don't want to happen. So understanding when you come to look at the inflammatory chemicals released, some of them are indicators like the CRP, and others will help with inflammation like IL-6. So all these inflammation triggers all accumulate to be able to give you that exact problem. Looking at cardiovascular risks as well as inflammation, insulin resistance locked in and that damaging loop of inflammation. Okay guys, number three, so here we go. It increases insulin resistance. So let's have a look at that. We were just mentioning from number two. Excess visceral fat interferes with how your cells respond to insulin, making it harder for glucose to enter the cells. Now, we've talked about insulin on many occasions. You understand it's a fantastic way to unlock fat burn. Obviously, if you're getting resistance and so your insulin is getting less of an effect, it's still going to increase, and that means less you're going to get glucose where it needs to belong, so that is going to be an issue for your body. So you can see here, this can lead to high blood sugar and increase the risk of type 2 diabetes. Over here, you've got the picture here, you can see an insulin resistant cell, and what's happening is you have excess visceral fat. The visceral fat releases inflammatory substances and fatty acids. And you can see around here, cells don't properly respond to insulin. As you can see, insulin will tell it to take in the glucose. So glucose can't enter the cell. So this leads to insulin resistance. Less glucose enters the cells and blood sugar rises. So chronic insulin resistance equals higher risk of type 2 diabetes. So this makes it clear. If you're not able to take glucose out of your blood, you need something else to assist you, you're going to have type 2 diabetes, and then that may worsen over time. So now you kind of understand that what's occurring and how it's occurring, with evidence step by step for insulin resistance. So you have to be wary and, make sure obviously you understand that that's why you want to get out and burn the visceral fat, especially, the main stomach body fat with people who have a central fat distribution. Okay guys, number 4. So number 4, you can see here, it raises cardiovascular risk. So excess visceral fat is strongly linked to multiple risk factors that increase the likelihood of heart disease, heart attack, and stroke. The more visceral fat you carry, the higher your risk of cardiovascular disease. Now, how visceral fat increases risk? High blood pressure. Visceral fat contributes to higher blood pressure. High glycerides, so associated with elevated triglyceride levels, as the triglycerides, before you break them down into fatty acids, you store them as that in your fatty adipose tissue. Unhealthy cholesterol, increase LDL, bad cholesterol, and lowers HDL, the good cholesterol. So we understand LDL is going to be floating around in your body, and HDL is the one that actually helps remove it. So that's what you have to remember as well. Now, looking here, artery damage promotes inflammation and damage to blood vessels, and blood sugar problems contributes to insulin resistance and higher blood sugar. Higher visceral fat equals higher risk for healthy heart. So this simply means that things like atherosclerosis and all these things where your arteries become inflamed, all of this is going to be increasing more, and you're going to get more damage, you're going to get more things with problems, more blockages, and this is what the whole idea is to do. It's to avoid that. So it's not fat causing the issue, it's sugars. Anything to do with increasing your sugar level, now you know the inflammation coming from that is a big no. Okay guys, number 5. Here we go. It can promote healthy fatty liver disease. So it can promote fatty liver disease. Now, visceral fat releases fatty acids directly into the portal vein, which carries blood from the intestines to the liver. So this constant flow of fat to the liver can lead to the fat buildup in liver cells. So inflammation and damage over time. So fat buildup in the liver, non-alcoholic fatty liver disease. Here we go. So nothing to do with alcohol now. Healthy liver is this. This is fatty liver. Now, fat buildup goes to inflammation, or NASH, jumps onto fibrosis or scarring of the liver, and then you get cirrhosis and liver failure and cancer as issues because you're damaging your liver. And your liver is very important, obviously. It's massively important to clean out your body. It's a fantastic place as well where you produce your ketones when you transform the fatty acids. Okay guys, so now moving on to number 6. Now this is the surprise that you might not be aware of. So having a look here, you can be thin outside but fat inside. So visceral fat is hidden but dangerous. People can look fit or thin on the outside, but still carry high levels of visceral fat around their organs. This is sometimes called TOFI, or thin outside, fat inside. Now, as you can see here, you've got your normal subcutaneous fat under the skin, stored here, you can see, but also the visceral fat, yes, stored around the organs. Now, that's obviously the difference you can see. So you can still have that even if you're slim. So deep fat you can't see, highly active and inflammatory, and high health risk. So how to check your risk? Measure your waist circumference. A high waist measurement is a strong indicator of visceral fat. Focus on metabolic health, monitor blood sugar, blood pressure, cholesterol and triglycerides, adopt a healthy lifestyle, eat whole foods, move regularly, manage stress and get enough sleep, just like a keto diet. And here we go guys, so why it matters. Increases risk of heart disease and stroke, linked to insulin resistance and type 2 diabetes, contributes to fatty liver disease, promotes inflammation throughout the body. So it's not just about your weight, it's about where you carry the fat. Reduce visceral fat, protect your health. So very simple guys. Again, looking at all of these, you can see visceral fat is an issue. Being able to maintain a healthy lifestyle, even if you're slim, doesn't, you could be sitting there and the fat's going in the wrong places. If you have this, but you still don't appear to be big or obese, you're still going to have these negative impacts. So you still have to go, I need to eat whole foods, I need to have activity in my life, or it's still going to put on those inflammatory issues into your lifestyle. Okay guys, so I hope you liked the video. Thumbs up please and subscribe. Also, any questions, please pop them into the comments, and I'll see you on the next one.